Hi, everyone. This is my first mini Tai Chi class. It's going to be a little bit different than my future ones, where I'll be going over one movement on each video, which hopefully will be under 10 minutes. That's my goal, is to stay under 10 minutes for each of these. But today, what I've done is I'm sending you Dr. Lamb's YouTube video for the Tai Chi for Arthritis form. He goes over the warm-up exercises and the first two movements, and then the cool down exercises. So it's kind of nice to have him go over the first two movements with you and to go through some of this stuff with you. There's a lot of information, really good information at the beginning of the video. It is a longer video. It's probably about an hour. But if you don't have time for watching that, that's fine. Just go to the movements and work through those. And what I would like to cover in this video is more stepping drills. So he goes over Tai Chi stepping a little bit in the warm-ups and then with the first movement, the commencing movement. But I'd like to get into that with a little bit more detail. It's just a really important thing to know to help you improve your Tai Chi, to help you learn how to move in your Tai Chi movements. Just really, helpful. So we're going to go through that this time. One thing I wanted you to notice in the video too was he introduces Caroline Demois. She does the movements towards the end of learning the new movements. She does them towards you with the group while he turns and does them away from you, so you can follow him. At any rate, she was my first teacher. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you. She was the first one to introduce me to Tai Chi for arthritis when the YMCA sent me to a workshop in Peoria. So it's kind of fun to look back and see her doing the Tai Chi. But anyway, we're going to just do some stepping drills. So I am going to get up and do that with you. And basically what this series is really what I'm hoping to help you out with is practicing during the week, because that is where the true benefits, the health benefits come in, is if you're doing it more than once a week. It's so important. If you can do a little bit every day, that is wonderful. 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes, half an hour, wonderful. Work your way up. Start with 5 minutes and work your way up to 15 and then maybe 20. But really, what my goal is for you is to have you doing some Tai Chi at least 3 times a week, to make a little bit of time 3 times a week to do your Tai Chi. That is where you're going to see the health benefits come in. With Tai Chi for arthritis, hopefully you'll find that you've got a little less joint pain, that you, have a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more strength, things like that. So, and that's some of the health benefits you can see at the beginning of this video that I've sent from Dr. Lamb. It really has some good information in it. So again, if you have time, maybe while you're cooking dinner, have that video on your phone to get that information. So for the stepping, and like I said, you'll see him do it a little bit. He talks about it very little especially in the warm-ups. When we do this step, transfer the weight, and punch, that warm-up movement, he talks about the step a little bit. So when we are getting ready to step, we shift all of our weight into one leg, okay? And I just want you to kind of shift weight side to side to feel that. As you shift your weight, you're emptying the weight out of one leg and filling the other leg with that weight. And you want to be nice and comfortable above that weighted leg before you actually lift the foot to take that step. You want to be able to feel balanced. Now, that you might not feel that at first, and you may need a chair or a wall to hold on to for a little while as you find that balance. And that's another thing also. It's not just the health benefits, but balance benefits that you can gain from doing this regularly. So again, just shift weight side to side. A little bit at a time here. Don't want to go too far off to the side. You want to feel yourself centered over the weighted leg before you lift that foot. Okay? So with our forward stepping, which you'll see him do in the video, and that's all. We don't have any back steps in the first video, but back steps will come. So we're going to go over that too, how to do that. So I want you to just stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, toes turned out a little bit, and then shift your weight into your right leg. So all of your weight is in that right leg. Now I want you to peel your left foot off of the ground and step the heel down with no weight in front of you. So small step, heel down, no weight on that heel. And then place the whole foot down with no weight. And now that that foot's down, now transfer your weight into that leg, peel the right foot up off the ground, and step together. Center yourself. Now do it on the other side. Weight, fill up that leg with the weight. Heel the foot up off the ground with no weight. Place the heel, no weight. Place the foot. Now transfer your weight forward, peel that back foot off the ground, and step together. And center yourself. Okay? Now, one thing to notice is you want to keep that foot or that step small to begin with. And you can work out what's comfortable for you as you practice, but keeping it small, what you're trying to avoid, you'll know if you're taking too big of a step, because when you get out here and you go to place that foot down, all of a sudden you're transferring weight into it when you should not be, when that weight should be staying back. If you can't put your whole foot down without bringing weight into it, you are stepping too far. Okay, so you can take a very tiny step with this and still get lots of benefit for your joints and everything. You don't have to make big steps. Okay, so again, small step, heel first, bring that foot down, transfer the weight. Now we're going to walk towards each other. We're going to step, heel, bring the foot down, transfer your weight. Heel, foot, transfer your weight. Step, heel, foot, transfer your weight. I think I'm walking out of the screen where you can't see my feet anymore, so stop there. Now I'm going to work on a back step. Okay, same concept, only when we step back, we're going to step on the ball of the foot first, bring the heel down with no weight, and then transfer our weight into that leg. So like this, shift our weight to, let's say now this is your right leg, and then step all of the foot, bring the heel down, no weight. Now transfer your weight back and step together. Other side, transfer your weight into your left leg. Step back with your right leg onto the ball of the foot. Place the heel down. Transfer your weight back and step together. So try not to, as you're bringing that foot back, or even with your front step, as you're bringing that foot forward, try not to drag it. You don't want to drag the foot. We want to build that strength so we can take a nice solid step. Okay, so again, let's walk towards each other. So shift the weight, Step the foot, transfer the weight. Pretend like we're mirroring each here. Heel, the foot, transfer the weight. Move, place the heel, foot, transfer the weight. Heel, foot, transfer the weight. And step together. Now you will find your comfort zone with that, but generally that's what we're looking for with the stepping, and that will help build your balance. And don't be discouraged if you feel unbalanced or awkward at first doing this. It does take practice. Most importantly, you want to keep width between your feet. So try not to be stepping as though you're walking on a tightrope. You know, you want to keep your feet apart. In fact, one very important thing to keep in mind is that when you're standing or stepping, if I was to say step together, you still want to have 2 fist widths of space between your feet. That is as close as I want to see your feet, unless we're in the Charlie Chaplin stance, then your heels might come a little bit closer. But that is for balance. You know, if you have your feet really close together, or if you're trying to walk on a tightrope, you're going to feel unbalanced. So definitely keep some space there, keep it wider, not uncomfortably wide, but you will find your comfort zone in that. So that is all I have for you today.